When did your father decide to abandon you? Family nights used to be sacred in our house. Friday evenings meant pizza boxes stacked on the counter, soda bottles lined up like trophies, and the Monopoly board sprawled across the living room table. Everyone had a role. Mom managed the snacks, I was the banker, and Dad, he was the cheater, always sliding himself an extra $100 when he thought no one was watching, or accidentally skipping over rent when he landed on Boardwalk. We caught him every single time. Busted! I'd shout, pointing at his smirk. Mom would roll her eyes and say, "You're teaching the kids the wrong lesson," and he'd wink back, "Survival of the fittest." We laughed about it. It was stupid, harmless. Sometimes we stayed up until midnight finishing one game. Sometimes we never finished at all. The board left frozen mid-war until Saturday. It wasn't about who won. It was about us, together. But one night, everything changed. It started the same. Greasy pizza fingers, me screaming about how Mom owed me rent. Then Dad's phone buzzed. He glanced at the screen, muttered, "Be right back," and left the table. Normal. Except this time, he didn't come back. Minute turned into an hour. An hour turned into 3. Mom checked her phone, then his. She called him, again and again. No answer. I fell asleep on the couch, with my Monopoly money still clutched in my hand. When I woke up, he was still gone. That was the last family night we ever had. At first, we told ourselves it was a mistake. Maybe car trouble, maybe work. But then Mom found the hotel receipts, the hidden credit card statements, the other woman. Suddenly it all made sense. The late nights, the secretive texts, the way he stopped looking at us when we laughed. He hadn't just left the game, he'd left us. Mom tried to hold it together. She smiled at me in the morning, told me not to worry. But I heard her crying in the bathroom at night. Bills piled up. She picked up extra shifts. She looked tired all the time, like the world had stolen her spark. And me? I stopped setting out the Monopoly board. What was the point? That's when the anger started. He wasn't just gone. He was thriving, posting photos with her, smiling in restaurants we used to go to, acting like we'd never existed. I wanted him to feel even a fraction of what he'd done to us, so I made sure he did. It started small. I created fake dating profiles using his photo and matched him with women who already had boyfriends. When their partners found out, they showed up at his job, shouting, making scenes. Then I went further. Anonymous tips to his boss about inappropriate behavior, enough to get him demoted. But I wasn't done. I sent screenshots to his new girlfriend, evidence that he was still messaging other women. She dumped him within a week. When he tried to start over with someone else, I made sure rumors spread first that he was a cheater, a liar, someone who would ruin their life. For the finishing touch, I slashed his tires one night, left him stranded outside a bar, watched from across the street as he kicked the rubber in frustration. I should have felt guilty, but all I felt was satisfaction. Piece by piece, I took from him what he had taken from us. His job, his relationships, his reputation. By the end of it, he had no one left. Just a bitter, lonely man whose name carried nothing but whispers. And yet, it didn't fix anything. Mom was still tired. I was still angry. Family night was still dead. The only thing that changed was him and me. Because now, every time I look in the mirror, I wonder if I've become exactly what he always was, a cheater who ruined the game.